nice to pretend to be a friend or whatever.
How you doing? How you doing? There's a lot of people out there have been complaining about DJI customer service. They say DJI's customer service sucks. It's the worst in the universe. Well, well, well. So I recently smashed a DJI OSMO into a million little pieces with a 2.5-pound hammer. Why did I do that? Because it's the first DJI product I bought, and it absolutely sucks. And I'm going to be doing a video that's going to explain exactly why you should never consider buying the DJI OSMO, because yet again, DJI is using its customers as QA. They want us to test their products for them. So they release products that aren't finished, that are broken, and we're supposed to help them fix it. And this is okay. And we've got lots of fanboys out there that'll defend them to the death. Well, today we're going to explore the complaint about DJI customer service sucks. Does it really suck? Does it? Let's find out. Let's give DJI a call and see what's up. Right here in Carlyle's Picks. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Alright, let's call them up. Let's see how easy it is to find their support. So right above on the page it says support. Let's click on the linky link. Let's see what's up. Welcome to DJI Support. We are here for you. Awesome. Phantom 3 Professional. Forums, telephone, online support. Let's do telephone. Alright, I can call China. I can call this number. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we're well within the time span. Let's give him a call. 1-818-235 Empire. Call him up, call him up.
Hello, and thank you for calling DJI Technology. For quality assurance purposes, all calls may be monitored or recorded. For prompt assistance, please feel free to utilize
I'm recording you too!
feature by following the link on dji.com/support.
Oh yeah.
Please listen closely as the following options have recently changed. If you wish to know the current status of your RMA, please press 1. For technical support or repair needs involving the Inspire 1 Ronin and Spreading Wings series, please press 2. For technical support or repair needs for all other products, including the DJI Phantom series, please press 3. For online sales inquiries, please press.
Your call is very important to us. Please wait for the next available
Sure it is.
agent.
Let's get the time so you can see how long this takes. So you see the time, 12:34. She just said, I'm caller number 4 in the queue. Please hold. And that the time was 12:35. I'm caller number 2. They must have some really improved customer service, or they got some tricks up their sleeves. Let's see the level of customer service that we get with whoever picks up the phone. Is it gonna be like somebody in Mexico?
Appreciate your continued patience. For prompt assistance, please feel free to utilize.
So I'm calling about the DJI OSMO.
Okay.
So basically, I bought a brand new DJI OSMO, and I'm really not happy with the performance of it. It like the audio, you can't hear anything at all. You can't hear anyone. You just hear this loud fan noise. It's overheating, and the app is kind of it just doesn't really work properly. And also the camera itself drifts a lot. Like it's all the time where I'm filming, or a lot of the time, it always ends up facing the wrong way. Like I'm aiming at something, and all of a sudden the camera's like pointing somewhere else. and I have to double tap the trigger to get it straight again, and then it drifts off again, and it just keeps doing that. It just really doesn't look like it's ready for production yet. This call is being recorded, by the way.
Okay, sir. Okay, so are you contacting us for troubleshooting, or you just want to return the Osmo, or what exactly are you wanting to do here?
Why is it not working the way it's supposed to be working, basically?
Okay, sir. For that, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you to the proper department, okay?
Which department am I speaking with now?
This is panel support.
And which department are you transferring me to?
Pro support.
Okay, and your name is?
Jessica?
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Your call is very important to us. Please wait for the next available agent.
Wow. So that what is it? I don't know how long I've been on hold, but I guess whoever they put me on with can't really help me. That's weird. Is that like a little trick to lower the wait times?
Your call is very important to us. Please wait for the next available agent.
Wow. Hello?
Thank you for calling DJI. This is Charles. Can I have your first?
Oh, I was kind of excited about being able to use it. I saw the commercials and things, and it's really doesn't seem to work properly. I mean, the audio is horrible. All you can hear is the fan noise. It overheats. The camera drifts a lot, so I'm aiming at one thing, filming one thing, and then all of a sudden the camera's aiming off to the left or the right. I got to keep double tapping on the trigger to focus it. So, and I'm hearing there's other people that are having these issues as well.
Okay, have you got a chance to go through the manual and actually update the firmware?
Yes, I have all the latest firmware on there.
Okay. Let's see here. Now, for the fan noise that you're hearing, that's going to be standard.
What do you mean by it's going to be standard?
Are you saying that you hear it when you're recording it?
I'm saying that the audio is horrible.
The thing about it is, you get these people that are highly competitive.
Okay, then that's, I guess that's the way it comes. If you're saying it's something wrong with it, or is that just an issue that you just think it's something wrong with it? That's what I'm asking.
According to the way the product is marketed, I mean, I was expecting that I could use, that it comes with a built-in mic that I could use, but I mean, with the amount of noise that the fan generates, it's basically unusable. So that's kind of, you know, not really what I paid for.
Okay, that's understandable. Let me see here. Check something real quick. And the version of the firmware that you're on currently?
I don't know the exact number. It's whatever, like whenever you go to the website, it downloads the latest version. So whatever it is on your website.
Okay.
Are you suggesting that you have a firmware update that removes this fan noise issue?
It's supposed to improve it. I don't think it's going to be 100% on what you're looking for. The only way that it would be 100% for exactly, you know, non-audio noise as far as a fan would be to buy a third-party microphone.
Yeah, but it's sold to have its own built-in microphone, right? So where exactly is the microphone located?
You'll see. Let me grab an Osmo so I can explain to you. 1 second.
Okay. So far, so good. No, he's polite enough. Let's see where this goes.
I was just getting some information on the Osmo. The microphone is kind of hard to see. It's like a small, if you look on the back of the controller, or excuse me, on the back of the handle,
Yeah.
you'll see like a small pinhole next to, I want to say like near the thumb area.
So here's the thing. I actually used to work in engineering, and so apparently, like you said, I mean, the latest firmware update, it's not exactly 100%, and That's a little bit of extreme. I mean, I would be happy with even 90%. And I guess that's a subjective terminology. But the thing about it is, why would you guys sell a product that really doesn't have an effective way to record sound properly? Because I mean, again, working in engineering in the past, I know how firmware updates work, and firmware updates are to fix things that you kind of missed. So maybe some customer does something obscure, like let's say for example, someone goes on Mount Everest and there's some weird issue with high altitude. We could have never anticipated that, so they complain, you go and you make a fix, and then you update it so it fixes that. But the thing about it is, whatever you're selling should be able to work under normal conditions as per the way it's advertised, and it's advertised that it has its own built-in mic. So I should be able to buy this thing, the first version, and be able to record properly. I shouldn't have to wait on updates and all this kind of stuff. I mean, that's not what firmware updates are for. It's either you're correcting something that you missed that's kind of obscure, or you're enhancing the product. It's not to fix a product. You fix it first, and you quality assurance first, and then you sell it.
Honestly, I'm not in sales, and I'm not an engineer, so I don't know why they put it out on the market that way. Okay. If it's, I don't do any sales. I'm basic tech support and customer service. That's the way they designed it. I don't know if they're going to be coming out with anything new in the future, but there is an opportunity to purchase third-party microphones if you like. Other than that, that's just the way it is designed.
All right, so let's talk about the camera drifting, where it'll be, I'll aim at something and then it'll start kind of drifting off to the right, so I have to double tap the trigger to center it again, and then it'll drift off again. Have you heard of that issue?
I am not, but based on what you're explaining to me, it sounds like that unit you have a couple options with that unit. I don't know when you purchased it, but it would probably most likely either be a return or exchange to the dealer, or you would have to send it in to us for repair, unfortunately. Because it sounds like that unit is defective based on what you explained to me, because you shouldn't have to, if it continues to drift, you shouldn't have to keep centering it. That's just not the way it's supposed to work.
Okay, so if I wanted to do a, let's say look at some of the options. So if I wanted to have this replaced, so let's say, okay, it's a defective unit, so let's get one that works. So how does that work? You said I can go through the dealer, I go through you guys. What if I want to go through you guys? Actually, I bought it from B&H Photo. So
okay.
Do I have the option of going through you guys directly?
Yes, you can, to repair it.
And how does that work?
If it's a manufacturing defect, you can send the unit to us. We'll go ahead and give it to the repair center. A technician will take a look at it, determine what the issue is, and then send it back to you once they've done the repair on it already.
So let's talk about time. So first of all, how do you get the defective unit? How does it get from me to you? How does that work?
We'll provide you with the shipping label, and then we'll also send it to you via email. So once you get it, you fill out the information provided, you provide your proof of purchase, and then you send it back to us.
When you say label, we're talking about FedEx, UPS, or?
FedEx.
FedEx. So that means I just have to print out some kind of label online, fill out something, print it out. What about the box that it's going to be sent in?
You can either place it in that same box, just make sure you pack it with packing peanuts and bubble wrap, or you can choose another box. It's up to you.
And what is the method of shipping in terms of like time? Like how long would it take?
Right now, it's about 2 to 3 weeks from the time it's checked in.
So 2 to 3.
It could be a little bit faster, but that's just the time period that we have to provide.
So first of all, how long would it take for me to actually get this label emailed to me so I can start the process?
You'll receive it about approximately 24 to 48 hours. Most likely by the end of the day. It looks like they're going by pretty fast today. But the majority of the time, it's about 24 to 48 hours.
So in 1 to 2 days, I can have this label, print it out, put it in a box. FedEx shows up at the door, and then within about, you said 3 weeks or so?
About 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, it gets to you guys, and then what's your turnaround once you receive it?
No, it's not going to take 2 to 3 weeks for us to get it. I mean, for the entire process from the time it's checked in here.
Oh.
2 to 3 weeks from there.
Oh, okay. So what happens after 2 to 3 weeks? Where are we at in this process?
they'll send it back to you. They'll diagnose the issue. They'll let you know, if you provided all the information, what's fixed on it, then they'll send it back to you.
So are you saying in 2 to 3 weeks I'll have a new unit back, or 2 to 3 weeks you will determine whether you're going to send me a new one or not?
They're going to repair the one that you sent in.
So then we still have to account for the time to ship the repaired unit or replaced unit to me.
I'm sorry, say that again?
So we have to also add on top of the 2 to 3 weeks the time for the new unit or repaired unit to be shipped to me, correct?
No, that's just the full turnaround time.
Oh, so you're saying in 2 to 3 weeks I could have a new unit or repaired unit in my hands?
That's correct.
Okay, understood. And I don't pay anything. The shipping is completely covered by you guys, shipping to you guys and shipping back to me.
That's correct.
Okay. And also, as far as any issues with the app, are you aware of issues with the app where it's disconnecting from Android devices?
That was an issue. They did just release another firmware, or excuse me, not firmware, but an update for the software.
Okay, what was the issue as far as you know?
Well, the app kept crashing.
So in my case, it's not really crashing. I think it may have crashed a couple of times, but the real issue is that it just keeps disconnecting. It's the Wi-Fi. Basically, the Wi-Fi keeps disconnecting. So you basically connect the Android. It's a Samsung Galaxy tablet, and basically you connect the Wi-Fi to the Wi-Fi network, and then you select the Osmo, and then you can see all the resolution and all the settings. And the other issue I didn't mention was the video feed will come through, but the video feed is glitchy, where it have all this like noise and a weird kind of distortion that happens, like dropped frame rates, like pretty bad video feed. But regardless of that, within about 30 seconds or so to a minute, basically it'll drop the connection. So then all of a sudden you lose control. You don't have any control over the Osmo anymore. You have to go into Wi-Fi and connect to it again. So have you heard that kind of problem?
I've heard of it dropping signal, but not as often as you're speaking about. With that, you would, of course, you would probably have to try to delete the app, reinstall it, see if there's an issue within the app that's allowing it to drop. So we would recommend deleting the app and reinstalling it, and then also trying a different mobile device. It also depends on what mobile device you're using as well.
Okay. Have you heard any issues of Samsung, the Samsung tablets?
What version?
It is the, what is it? The 8.5.
Samsung 8.5 tablet. That's the name of it.
Yeah, it's Samsung 8.5 Galaxy Tab S.
Galaxy Tab S. I don't show that on our supported devices, but let me just read off the supported that is supported with Samsung, which would be the Samsung Tab S705C, Samsung S6, Samsung S5, Samsung Note 4, and Samsung Note 3. Those are the most compatible devices that are in the Samsung or the Android family. It could be your mobile device. You may want to try a different mobile device, because I don't show it being compatible, or I should say as compatible, because if it is working, it is somewhat compatible, but it's not going to give you the main function of the unit on how it should work.
What about the version of Android? Is there a minimum version that's required?
4.1.2 or later.
4.1.2 or later should work.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks for calling DJI, and you have a great one.
You too. Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So that wasn't bad. So you guys got to experience people talk stuff about their service. Well, there is the real deal. Well, I said the real deal, but we haven't actually sent anything back to be repaired. And I mean, he can say it's 2 to 3 weeks, but we don't know what's going to happen. I could send it back, and then it takes 2 to 3 weeks, and then they don't fix it properly, and then I got to send it back again. The bottom line is, I mean, this is just to give you a glimpse into how things work. Time is 1:04 p.m., by the way. But you really want to pay more attention to people who have actually gone through the process, because he can say whatever he wants to say, but the reality is, until I've gone through the full process of getting the unit repaired, you know, and I actually have it repaired successfully in my hand, I can't really fully say how good or bad their service is. I can say that it wasn't too bad in terms of the wait time, especially considering the holidays. It's a new product. But I do know they've been getting a lot of complaints. As you saw, a lot of complaints. People have been very upset with DJI for quite some time now. So, you know, maybe they're responding to that, and that's possibly a good thing. But also you have to keep in mind, that's one of the things that a lot of fanboys get caught up in. Just because a company has bad customer service doesn't mean everyone's going to have bad customer service. It's a flip of the coin, right? Or toss of the coin. And the thing that makes the difference between a good company and a bad company is, what are the odds in terms of that you're going to be one of the people that luck out or have good service, right? You have, every company is going to have people that have bad service and people that have good service. What's the percentage of people that have good service versus the bad service? What are the odds of when you call for a problem, you have a warranty issue, that things run smoothly, right? So anecdotal evidence is not enough. You know, this call went okay, sort of. I liked the integrity of the guy where he was like, look, and some people may not like that. Maybe say he's kind of being a little bit dismissive to where, you know, he's like, you know, I'm not in sales, I'm not in engineering. But that is the truth. He's not in sales, not in engineering. He doesn't have anything to do with what the sales department says about the product and how they promote it. He's not involved in that. That's a fact. He also mentioned he's not in engineering. So he's not engineering. So in terms of the idea of where they put the microphone and all this kind of stuff, he's not directly involved in that. Now, the only thing is he does work for DJI, so he's part of DJI, and DJI is the company, the products, the services, the sales, everything, you know, is DJI, and he represents the company. So if DJI is doing something funky, you know, it is on him, even though it's not directly and not technically on him. It is on him as a representative of the company. You know, like imagine I'm working for a company and we're using 5-year-old kids, you know, to manufacture the product, which for all we know DJI might be doing. The stuff is made in China, but let's just say that's the case. And then I'm working in support. I'm like, hey, I don't know anything about any 5-year-olds working on, you know what I mean? I'm just support. You know what I mean? You can't do that. If you're working for a company, especially if you know about it, if you're working for a company and you know that they're doing these kind of things, you can't just kind of step aside and be like, oh, well, that's not my department. It's not me. You know, you're complicit just by even working there. So I do understand both perspectives on that particular issue. Anyway, we're going to be continuing to dig deeper into this whole DJI thing, especially with the Osmo. We destroyed the Osmo. And that was not just theatrics, that was a statement that I'm making to DJI, the company, and other companies that continue to have this practice of using customers as QA. You know, you have to develop a product, make sure it works, and then you sell it. Don't develop the product, you know, to 80% or something, and then start selling it and then fix it after the fact. That does not fly. And consumers, you guys need to raise the bar. You guys are like a woman that's dating a guy who's beating her, and she stays with the guy, and it's like she feels like she can't get anything better than that. Not realizing that she is worth having a guy treat her better than that, right? But she lowers her standards, and then when you try and say, oh, he's worthless, he's beating you, she'll defend the guy. Like, no, he only does it because he loves me. That's how the consumers are. That's how consumers are. You have these companies that are screwing you over, and yet you will sit there and you will defend them. These guys are making millions and millions and millions of dollars. They do not need your support. You are the one that needs support.